Hi there, everybody. This is Lee McQueen, and I'm giving another update on Bernie Sanders. I speak a lot about Jill Stein and Bernie Sanders because I feel that too much media has already been wasted on Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and that the coverage has been heavily biased to the point of propaganda in favor of Hillary Clinton, and then heavily biased as a form of propaganda against Donald Trump. In the meantime, there hasn't been sufficient coverage of Bernie Sanders, and it's certainly not Jill Stein. But for this video, I'm focusing on Bernie Sanders and his continuing focus on the Democrat Party platform. And I view the Democrat Party platform as a signal of the direction of the Democrat Party. Bernie Sanders says he has been placing high priority on reforming the Democrat Party. And I actually characterize that effort as attempting to turn a hoe into a housewife. Does the hoe actually want to be a housewife? This is what we need to know. It's akin to turning a felon into a politician. And as Hillary Clinton has shown us, that she really wants to be a politician. So anyway, does the Democrat Party actually want to be reformed? And we're, seeing all the news accounts of them going out of their way to oppose progressive issues that would benefit the working class, the largest majority of the population in the United States. The leaders in the Democrat Party have been actively fighting against that, actually treating the population like their enemies, and then treating the corporate overseers that basically pull their chains and make them bark. They've been treating them like friends. And so, we don't know what the Democrat Party is about lately, but Bernie is trying to bring them back to where they used to be about 40, 45 years ago, in the days of JFK and Lyndon B. Johnson. I don't know if they even remember what they used to be. But anyway, back to the platform. It looks like, according to the Washington Post, that Bernie Sanders has won additional concessions from the Democrat Party. They're saying that what was reported wasn't everything that Bernie has won. I'm interpreting that to mean that the uproar and the loathing and contempt that the public showed to the Democrat National Committee got their attention, and they decided to throw some more bones at Bernie Sanders. So, besides the general commitment to the idea of a 15 per hour minimum wage, to expanding Social Security, to making universal health care available as a right to expanding Medicare, a public option, and to breaking up too big to fail institutions, there's more. They're saying that they want to also eliminate a conflict of interest at the Federal Reserve. They want to ban golden parachutes for taking government jobs and cracking down on the revolving door between Wall Street and Washington. Prohibit Wall Street from picking and choosing which credit agency will rate their product. And then empowering the Postal Service to offer basic banking service, which would help low-income people who lack access to checking accounts. And I think that would be a whole lot more appreciated than the predatory lending institutions that Debbie Wasserman Schultz seems so very fond of. And then ending the loophole that allows large profitable corporations to defer taxes on income stashed in offshore tax havens to avoid paying more taxes. These are all advances. They're progressive advances, and it's something to believe in. But in addition, they want to use the revenue from ending that tax loophole to rebuild infrastructure and create jobs. And so that's their creeping incremental attempt at the Green New Deal, I think, which Jill Stein is using as the center plank on her campaign. So Bernie Sanders has won some concessions on a Democrat platform. But the thing is, it's not totally binding. the Democrat Party platform, the single most indication that the Democrat Party wants to give up its hoish ways and become a housewife is if they commit to Bernie Sanders as the standard bearer. Right now they're playing games. They're seeming like they want the felon, and that makes no sense to anyone. It sounds stupid and it sounds crazy, but this is the way they're leaning. If they want people to believe in them, they need to follow the will of the people, and the people want Bernie Sanders. That's who they want. They don't want Elizabeth Warren. They do not want Joe Biden. They certainly don't want Hillary Clinton. They didn't vote for her, and we'll find that out soon with the racketeering lawsuit. I'm going to comment on that very soon in another video. But the people want Bernie Sanders. That's who they voted for. They want what they voted for. And so choosing Bernie Sanders, getting behind Bernie Sanders, placing Bernie Sanders on stage and saying, this is our nominee for the Democrat Party, people might start to believe you. They might believe that you want to come off the streets, come out of the alley, and be a housewife for the base of the Democrat Party. Otherwise, we've seen too much that's, causing suspicion that you don't believe in what you say you believe in. You're not going to do what you're sent to Washington to do. And, for our representatives in Congress, we're really giving you the side eye because of how you laid down for Barack Obama, representing his interests instead of the interests of the people who actually put you in office. For the people in Congress, both the House and the Senate, you were sent to Washington to represent the people, not the president, and certainly not Hillary Clinton. You weren't sent there to represent Barack Obama. You weren't sent to Washington to represent Hillary Clinton. You were sent to Washington to represent your states, the people in your states, the people in your district. That's why you're there. Do what we sent you there. Do what we sent you to Washington to do, or step down. That's what we demand. This is nice. But Trans-Pacific Partnership still seems to be on the Democrat Party platform. It seems like the Democrat Party is still willing to consider this horrific trade deal that no one but corporations want. So we need to see some action on the Trans-Pacific Partnership. We need to see a commitment that it will never see the light of day, that it will never come to the floor for a vote. That's the deal breaker. Otherwise, Jill Stein for president.